Welcome to the Spark, Digital Learning Knowledge.
Kids, what just happened? Sarah, Asif,
Ji Abbu?
what was that racket?
What racket? I didn't hear any.
Stop beating about the bush, Sarah. What did you break?
Beating the bush? I'm not beating any of the bushes, Abbu. You know I wouldn't do that.
Stop being difficult and spill the beans.
Spill beans? What beans, Abu? We didn't spill anything. There are no beans here. There's no spilling happening.
Asif, Sarah, you're trying my patience.
Abbu, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't think you remember how to speak English anymore.
Quick, call an ambulance.
Stop, both of you. I'm using common idioms. I'm not speaking gibberish and I'm not having a stroke.
Oh, idioms. Yeah, sure. We get that.
You so clearly don't. Let me explain. An idiom is a phrase or expression commonly used in English. It is a figurative phrase which, if you break it down into individual words, makes no sense at all.
So, beat around the bush means what?
It means to waste time instead of directly getting to the point.
What does beating a bush have to do with wasting time?
It's a phrase that comes from a long time ago, when men would go hunting for birds. They would literally beat the bushes to draw out the birds. Basically, instead of actually capturing the birds, they would be wasting time beating the bushes.
Why is the phrase still used today? And why does it mean something different?
An idiom becomes a part of the language when everyone starts to use it in the same way. Idioms can seem absurd, but when you trace their origins, they begin to make sense.
So, how do we learn idioms?
By using them.
No. He means, are there any rules we can follow to help us?
Yeah, how do we know what an idiom is and what it means?
The only way to learn idioms is to try to understand the meaning through the context in which they're used.
But what if we've never heard it before?
Well, unless you're a native English speaker or have spent a lot of time with other English speakers, you will never know all the idioms that exist in English. Let's try something. Do you remember what I said after I told you to stop beating about the bush?
You told Sarah to cry over spilt milk?
No, but that's also an idiom. We'll come back to that one. I said, spill the beans. What do you think I meant by that?
You said, stop being difficult. Did you mean stop hiding things from me and tell me everything?
Exactly.
Where does that saying come from?
It comes from ancient Greece. There was a voting system back then that used colored beans. People would add white beans to a jar if they were voting yes, and black beans for no. If anyone spilled the jar of beans, you could tell immediately what the result of the vote was going to be.
And the secret would be out.
That's so cool. But I still don't understand. Are we supposed to memorize all these expressions?
No, you will absorb them if you read books. Eventually, you will have heard or read many of them and will know what they mean. But there are so many idioms in English that it's impossible to know them all.
How do you know so many?
I read books.
Can you tell us some more?
There are so many I could tell you, kids. I mean, You know, kids, I'm about to read you the Riot Act.
Uh-oh, he's remembered.
We're done for. Run for your lives!
Thank you for listening.